Periva Sharanam. Achara Niyamas connected with our food and habits. Our Shastras have prescribed many Niyamas or Acharas relating to the food items we should take and also about who are all connected with the preparation of serving of our food. It is said that our food affects the composition of our gunas and great influence is exerted on our mode of acting and way of behavior. Our food habits affect our bearing and behavior to a great extent. In our Upanishad, we have the story of a great saint who turned to do bad as a result of having his food in the king's palace. The story is as follows. There was a king. His guru, who was a great saint, used to visit him daily and preach to him. The guru will leave the king's palace as soon as giving Upadesha to the king. One day, the king prayed to this guru to have food in the palace. As the guru was not used to having food in any outside place, at first he refused as usual. But when the king pressed further, he accepted to his request. After having his food, the guru was taking rest in a room in the palace. At that time, he saw a costly pearl necklace which belonged to the king. He got a desire to have the pearl necklace, and when no one was seeing, the saint, that is the guru, took it and kept it with him. He went back to his ashrama after taking rest for some time. But in the palace, there was a great commotion over the disappearance of the pearl necklace which the king liked the most. Many were questioned, but no one was able to trace the culprit, who was really the saint, the king's guru. The guru, after reaching his ashrama, had a trying experience. He repented very much for having committed the theft of the king's necklace. The very next day, he came back to the king, gave back the necklace, and expressed his profound sorrow for having committed the theft. But the king could not believe it. But he believed that his guru has taken upon himself the offense done by someone out of his intimate love and mercy. However, in the end, he accepted his guru's words but excused him. After some days, it came to be known that the guru had taken the food prepared by a person who was really a thief. However, the king absolved the guru of his offense because he had failed on his part to look to the fact that some thief has prepared the food of the guru and his bad intentions had affected the guru and had induced him to indulge in such a bad action, and he felt sad. The guru also forgave the king because it had happened without his knowledge. From this, he understood that the bad intentions of the person had made this effect on the guru, who also realized the fact that the defective food had given him the bad idea of stealing. Thus goes the story. What is important to know from this is that more than the food, the qualities or traits of the food and the people who prepared this also affect the person who takes the food, and we must know that we who are very ordinary will have greater sufferings by taking the food prepared by others. That is why our Shastra have prescribed that we should be very careful about the food we take. In fact, we commit many sins even without our knowing them. But we should look at the Shastras and do things, that is karmas, as prescribed in them. Though we may not know many things, God has given the rules of the Shastras through our sages and saints. Therefore, it will not be justified if we ask, will God punish us for our sins which we do not do without knowing because he has given the Dharma Shastras as his mandate to us through our sages and Mahans. We must also know that we get good or bad even by the food we eat. Even if we come into contact with a person having contagious diseases like leprosy or any other infections, without our knowing that, we cannot escape the infection by the germs or viruses which cause such diseases. Periyava Sharanam.